Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So I thought I would give another update on my first entry into the Scout Reconnaissance group build that's been run by Joachim and Marcus. Apologies if I'm shouting. I've gone practically deaf in one ear and I've got a heavy cold again at the moment. So if I'm shouting, if you could turn your volume down, that would be great. If I'm not shouting and I'm too quiet, then turn your volume up please. As you can see, the Sentinel, which is the main feature of the diorama I'm going to do, is 98% complete. I think all the paint work is done on it now. So much fun doing this. It was a lot of fun. The construction and the painting of it, the focus was just practically totally on this, and yeah, great fun. I've still got to decide on the uniform colours for the pilot. I think I may go for like a World War II German uniform with Panzer Grey, Field Grey. I may use Basalt Grey as well. We shall see. But yeah, I put a roof on this one because the pilot's quite a clever lady, and she decided that in order to keep the rain off, why not have the roof on? It's not a completely armoured Sentinel, so still counts as a Scout. Thank you for that. So I just want to show you some more of the figures and features for this diorama and where I am with those. Okay, so this is the diorama base, and we've done the quarry wall. Basically I used some of that extruded polystyrene and the cork sheets to get the rock scenery effect, and all I did was I cut the extruded polystyrene into various shapes, and then I rolled a bit of foil, a ball of foil over it to get the indentations in it. Of course what I've got to do is paint it, and that's going to be a challenge in that I don't want to use a textured paint. Sorry, I'm having problems with a bit of blue tack. I don't want to use a textured paint, I just want to use a straight paint. And then of course I want to bring it back to this grey colour for this part. I've suggested before that the cork will be like a white, almost like a quartz. But I mentioned that it might look a bit odd because this is where they quarried to, and this is the edge of the mountain or the hill. So it does in fact look like it's a huge turret off a castle or something like that. That's not the look I was particularly going for, but it is what it is. I think I showed it to Charlie and he did think that it was a fortification, and this was the mortar in between the in between the blocks, and I've just managed to break a bit off. So that's that. I can start cracking on with actually getting some texture on the base and looking at the foliage for this as well. So I've put the bike together, and this will be painted up the same colours as the Sentinel in the green and black, and then the various packages and whatever will be in similar colours to the German uniform colours that I'm going to use. This is a nice little kit to put together. Unfortunately the all the riders had at least one hand on the throttle or whatever, so there was an arm coming up from this point, so what I had to do was cut off both of these parts of the handlebars, and then I put in just a rod either side to obviously make it look as it should do without anybody holding on to either side. So that was that. But as I say, nice little project really. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. That's all that is, I think. So that's that. I think I've showed this figure before. This is the Sentinel pilot, and she will be kneeling up at the top of the quarry, looking out over the plateau or canyon below to observe any movement from enemy troops. I'm looking forward to painting her up first in order for me to get the idea of how I want to paint up this regiment, which I hope to expand in the future, but obviously this diorama won't be able to be part of that because it'll be all stuck on a diorama. So last thing to show you is the other figure. This is the person who's come off the bike. I think the features, again from the Cadian extra set, I think the features are of a female again, and you can see she's got a fag in her hand. This was chopped off another figure because the arm was wrong. I needed this what is it, you know, the shoulder pad there to match the other side, so I had to chop that hand off the other figure in order to fit it to this. But it's really useful having those cuffs on the figures, because it's a great way to locate cutting stuff off one arm and putting it on another. So yeah, so she's going to be knelt down at the base of the quarry wall. I might do something like heated blocks or something, so they look as if they're heating up, which they use to cook stuff on and things, not open fires. It is 40k after all, so yeah, we will see how we get with that. But that's it for the moment, guys. As I say, progressing nicely, not really rushing it, just doing a bit at a time and really enjoying it. Thanks ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope your weekend is going well. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.